Everyone, this is Mike Bonn with the Cash Flow Company. Today I want to go over how do you align yourself to win with leverage in 2023. So for the last 23 years, I've been helping clients in real estate investing, how to succeed through different times, through different markets. This is the third time we've come across where things have tightened up, where the Fed, the banks, everything are puckering up a little bit. That's what's happening out there. All this means is that there's less money out there, or it's harder to get for everyone, including real estate investors. How do you make it easier for yourself so you flow right through the system and still get funding when the deals come up? Because there are going to be great deals. There are going to be great deals over the next 6 to 9 months as people need to get rid of properties and less people are buying. This is the time you buy. You either hold or you get flips ready for mid to late next year because it's an election year next year. Rates are going to come down a little bit next year and then probably even the following year. So the next 18 months is when you're out there positioning yourself to buy. What's happened in the market though, talking to bankers, they are really in a pucker state. They're really scared because what they know is they've had it great for 10 to 12 years. Now they have this huge portfolio of commercial loans and other consumer loans that used to be when they signed them 3 to 5 years ago at 3 or 4%. Now those loans are coming due and they're going to have to charge them 8, 9, or 10%. And they fear that this whole portfolio, all these loans that they have outstanding, are not going to be able to refinance. What are they going to do? They're going to be working for the next 9 to 12 months figuring out this whole situation. How do they make it work without impacting their bank? There's going to be less lending in the bank world. There's going to be less lending out there in the commercial world too, just because there are other entities in the same position. Less money to go around means that you're going to have to align yourself and make sure you are attractive to the lenders that are out there. I'm talking to clients I haven't talked to in 2 or 3 years because they had it so easy with the other lenders, the national lenders out there. But now instead of 100%, they're required to put in 30% or 20%, or they have to cut back on what they're doing. Now they can only do 5 or 6 instead of 10 or 20 deals at a time. That's what's happening out there. How do we correct this? How do we make sure you align with the lenders from hard money to banks, to all the Kiavis and RCN and Lima ones out there who are still in the DSCR and the fix and flip business? We mentioned this before. On every project, there is an amount of money that goes in. We call it a bucket of money. So on every project, there's a bucket of money for purchase, rehab, closing cost, carry, everything. It's going to cost you so much. At the end of the transaction, you're going to add it all up, and here's all the money that went into it. Part of that money bucket comes from a lender. Part of it comes from you. Now, how do we make sure in this day and age that less comes from you so you could do more projects and get the good deals, and more comes from the lender? So what are these 3 things that's going to help you get the lender bucket bigger, or at least get into more deals? Number 1, I know people love to hear me say this, but credit. Get your credit in line. 660s, 680s used to work. Now you're going to have to be in the mid to high 7s to get the higher loan to values. Lenders are depending more and more on credit scores. So make sure you're not using personal credit cards. Get them over to business cards. We have a great strategy to help you out there. Get lines of credit. Get anything in your business that you can so you get it off your credit, and then work on your credit to get your credit score up and maintain it. That is a must in this market. Number 2 is you got to fill your bucket with more money so you can put it in. It doesn't have to be your money. It could be from those credit cards where you have a service that you could write a check from those credit cards for a down payment, for a contract, for usage. You have to open your eyes to more unique ways now than you did over the last 10 years. And it's probably only going to be another 18 months to 2 years that you have to do this, but this is where wealth is created. You're also going to have to find and really start searching for real OPM, real other people's money. Your neighbor, your brother, someone from the investment clubs, anybody out there. Most people in our communities are in the same position you are. They're looking to bring in more money. If you could give them a secured return, 8, 9, 10%, that is better than what they're getting anywhere else. You just have to do it right. We've raised millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. If you want to know how to do it right, reach out to us. We can help you with that too. Fill your bucket with more money so you can do more transactions. You want to make sure you're the one in the next 2 to 3 years who can retire. You're going to have to, once again, fill this money bucket. We want to get your credit score up. We want to get you more money into your bucket that does not come from banks. And third, something you're going to have to work on, and you're going to find them out there, is better deals. You're going to find more and more lenders now go to the 70% ARV, so you need to find better deals out there. Don't get rushed. Don't get into the big deals that may sit on the market. Find good deals that are under 70% ARV. This is the time to be picky and choosy because you can, especially if you have the credit and you have the bucket of money yourself. So you are the one who's out there buying. There's going to be less buyers out there, so don't worry about it. So we went through them. We have credit. We need you to fill your bucket with different forms of money. That may be a credit card that you could actually write and use for a down payment. There's tricks to do that. It may be getting a business line of credit. It might be getting a HELOC, or like I said before, real OPM, other people's money. How do you raise it? How do you do it correctly to attract people? People are out there desperately needing money, so you're going to be able to find them if you do it right. And spending the time, spending your efforts finding the deals that are 70% ARV or below. That's going to open up more deals and higher loan to values so you can do more transactions. This is the time to pick up 10 or 20 properties. So in 5 years, when everything is back to normal, when rates are maybe in the 4s or 5s again, those properties are going to have great value and you're going to create that wealth and that income. So now is the time to get in line. Get in line with the lenders out there. Don't fight it. If you want to fight it, all you're doing is causing more work for yourself. Let's get in line. If you need some help, reach out to me, Mike at the Cashflow Company. We'd be glad to help. We have strategies to get you over to business credit cards, to do a usage loan so you can raise your score to get into some of these different loans and different credit cards and lines of credit, or just help you find them. Find real OPM. Find other people's money. We've done it for 20 plus years. We can help you. And just go out and look for better deals. Spend your time, search, look at more deals that are out there and be ready to close because that's what they want. They want you to be able to close so they can move on. Anything we could do to help, we have a bunch of free downloads at thecashflowcompany.com. Check those free tools out and we'll see you on the next video.